Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. All praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Hashem Kakodash. Shalom to the one-dot Israelites, Zechariah 13:8, which are your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as bloodline, who are still oppressed together according to the book of Jeremiah 15:33, but to whom Zolei belong the adoption, the glory, the covenants, the giving of the law, the service of God, and the promises. According to the book of Romans chapter 9 verse 4, Ecclesiastes 10 and 7, I have seen servants upon horses. Okay, you can also say, expensive cars today. Because I saw on news today, okay, that, out of 1,000 people, at least here in Germany, in Thiemen, out of 1,000 people, I believe, was it 700 do have a car? Or was it, I believe it was 700. Sometimes if you read this news and you don't do a video about it, so you tend to forget it. It's just an hour ago. Anyway, really a lot of people, okay, out of 1,000, even when it's not 700, because I don't remember the exact number anymore, but it wouldn't make sense if it's under 700, because it wouldn't be a lot of people from 1,000, okay? Anyway, doesn't matter. But most people don't got the most expensive car, if you will, okay? So these really expensive cars, some just, rent them for one day and, but you know what I mean. Ecclesiastes 10, because here in everywhere you have taxes also for, for this switch. Ecclesiastes 10:7, I have seen servants upon horses and princes working as servants upon earth, KJV 16:11. Yeah, Jake goes with the subway, Jake does, I mean, a lot of times, he's not really too much about these material things in a normal case, okay, or he can't afford, depends on the if you live in a city or not also, I believe, okay, because in the city where I live at the moment, okay, many people say, oh, I don't need a car, because you have a lot of living costs also here in Germany, but to to finish basically the intro, okay, not too much going off topic. Yeah, like I say, you have Jake, having a car and having not a car. Really, like I said, it depends, for what I believe, more on the situation, okay, if Jake got a car or not, okay, because I believe most Jake want a car if they have the option, okay. Anyway, so let's read the verse of the day. Matthew 5:11. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you. And it doesn't even stop here. Okay, let's continue. And shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my name's sake. Okay, or for my sake. I wanted to read for my name's sake, but it says actually here, for my sake. Yeah, can't. Yeah, and the scripture really tells us, man, okay, really they can't hate you, okay, but sometimes it appears that they hate you, but you have to understand that they hated, like he says already, they hated him first, okay, and really they hate him, not you, okay, but like I said, sometimes it appears as if these demons hate you, but really they hate Yahweh Shai. Okay? And I don't say this for you to, that we can boast or that we, no. This is, I say this, first of all, because the scripture says it, and second of all, I really try to make you understand how why it says what it says. Okay, let's go to John 7:7. The world cannot hate you, but me it hated, because I testify of it, that the works thereof are evil. Yeah, man, and if there's somebody, even these demons know, okay, that, what they do isn't right and things like that, you can tell these demons that all day long, but really, you're just human, right? So how can a human know what's good and what's not good? Exactly, we have the law, which this law, if you don't get it, is actually what is our benefit compared to these heathens out there, okay? So the normal way is that these heathens look up to us because we got the law, okay? Because the law is not something found under the stone somewhere 300 years ago, okay? The law is high spiritual, extraordinary, super intelligent, superpower, you know, words that put together in perfect, line upon line, here a little, there a little. Let me get that also. Because usually, usually we have the first 5 books of the Bible, right? But let's real quick look up Isaiah 28:10. Okay. Isaiah ESA 28:10. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. Okay, so we have the first 5 books of the Bible, which we call the law. Okay, some people call it the Torah. Okay, it doesn't really matter. In the end, it's about the laws that are in these 5 books. Okay, which, it doesn't start somewhere and end somewhere, because like I always say, you have Noah, okay, basically making a difference between clean and unclean animal already when they came into the ark, these animals. Okay, Yahweh Shem Shai said, take from the unclean animals 1 pair, okay, and from the clean animals take thyself 7 pair to the ark. Okay, so how is that possible if Noah, okay, wasn't where, if Noah wouldn't be sure about what is unclean, what is not unclean, then how is it possible? Okay, Genesis 7 and 2. Okay, GEN 7:2. Of every clean beast thou shalt take to thee by 7, you see, the male and his female, yeah, to produce babies, okay? That's how it works, even if people don't believe that anymore so much. And of beasts that are not clean by 2, the male and his female. And of beasts that are not clean by 2. Yeah, from the unclean 2, yeah, 2. Okay, Salache. So you have 2 from the unclean. Is this King James version? Yes. So you have 2 from the unclean, and you have like Salache, my fault. I was thinking like one pair. Yeah, but 7, like I said, 7 from the clean, and not 1 but 2. Okay, 2 pairs of the unclean. Okay, the male and his female. So basically, to produce from there on, when they came out of the ark, you know, all the animals and stuff. You know, you had them you know, reproducing, basically. Okay. So what I mean with here a little, there a little is, okay, we have the law, which is the first 5 books of the Bible, and then we have also, you know, all the verses, you know, even chapters in the whole scriptures, okay, that if you use them correct, okay, you can yeah, have a perfect doctrine, which the elders and apostles of Great Millstone got the perfect doctrine, okay, but the basement for all that is what? Okay, I ask you again, what is the basement for a doctrine? The law. Okay, so what these so-called Christians mostly do wrong is also, okay, because there's really a lot that they do wrong, okay, but what they mostly do wrong is they understand the so-called New Testament as if this is something, you know, something completely different, like the God of the you know, of Moses and of the Israelites back then was a completely other God, which is not the case. As for what I believe, as for what we believe, okay, the God that spoke to Moses, the God that spoke to the Israelites back then, the God that rescued the Israelites out of Egypt, okay, is uh, obviously, okay, actually the same God as today. Hopefully, you believe that also, and you say it how it is. Okay, so for you to preach to somebody the so-called New Testament, you would, you need to know the law, and you need to understand that the law is the basement for everything. Okay, the law is the basement for life itself. Okay, but okay, it's, you know, it's just nonsense, man. It's just completely off and completely nonsense to really make a whole doctrine out of something, okay, that has not the law as a basement. Okay, so this is why the elders and apostles of Great Millstone teach that you have to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay, so it's just natural that not every last video, okay, every video that we upload, you know, we include all the time, oh, you have to keep the law, oh, you have to keep. No, this should be a fundamental thing for you already, okay? And you know, I can speak for myself. For example, it might be, sometimes it might be every 5th video, sometimes it might be every 10th video, sometimes it might be even not that, where I say actually in the video, oh, you have to keep the law, or that I use a verse that has to do with you keeping the law and all that. Do you understand? And why is that? Because there are, like I said, here a little, there a little, okay, there are a lot of topics that you can go into, and this is also what these Christians abuse, because they, like I said, they actually build a life on you, they build a lifetime, okay, on not keeping the commandments, and they use the so-called New Testament. You know, you have to really, you know, think about that. Okay, they actually built a whole life on that. Okay, you know, a whole lifetime. So without the fundament, okay, without the fundament, it's really worthless. Okay. And what they like to use also is Paul, okay? they come with Paul, you know, and with his letters. But why is it then that Paul himself says, okay, that many people will twist his writings because they are what? Unstable. Okay, unstable. So let's go to Acts 22 and 3. King James Version. Okay, I am verily a man, which am a Jew, born in Tarsus, a city in Cilicia, yet brought up in the city at the feet of Gamaliel, and talked according to the perfect manner of the law of the fathers, and was zealous toward God, as ye all are this day. Okay, so there's no whatsoever saying that he stopped keeping the law. Okay, and when he writes all these letters, okay, he's not like you. Okay, he has the law in his mind, he has the law in his heart. Okay. Of course, you know, I could come with countless proof for that. Okay, but let's just go, you know, it is countless, but let's just go real quick to Acts 28:17. And it came to pass that after 3 days Paul called the chief of the Jews together, and when they were come together, he said unto them, Men and brethren, Doctor, have committed nothing against the people or custom of our fathers, yet, you know, custom. So it was also our, you know, it was always our custom to keep the laws. Okay, so it's more than just a law. It's, you know, it's not even tradition, if you will. It's more like, you know, our forefathers were used to the law. Of course, we fell a lot of times, you know, and we are in this condition right now, and in this state right now because of our forefathers not keeping the law. But, you know, customs of our fathers, yet was I delivered prisoner from Jerusalem into the hands of the Romans. Yeah, so let's go to 2 Tess 2 and 15. Therefore, brethren, stand fast and hold the traditions which ye have been taught, whether by word or our epistle. Yeah, and what is it that, okay, has been taught to us? Okay, it's these laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay, the gospel, which the gospel always comes with the laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay, but, you know, we got the so-called New Testament today, and the so-called New Testament is not for you to abuse it, okay, and to use it against something that, you know, people expect you, actually. Okay, if these people that you read in the Bible were here today, which some of them are, but we don't know who is who. Okay, but they would expect you to know already the laws. Okay, they talk to people, you know, they always in a situation where they believe their the you know, if you talk to someone, right, and you expect someone to know something, you know, and what you say builds on that. Okay, I could bring an example. Let me think about it real quick. Um, what would be a good example? Um, yeah, it doesn't really too much. It doesn't really matter too much, but my opposite always, uh, my opposite knows already. Okay, when I talk about something, okay, how can I say, man? Okay, for example, if I talk about Egypt, okay, I expect you to know that Egypt is in Africa. Okay, I don't say in every sentence, oh, or in general, I don't say, oh, that Egypt in Africa. No, you should know that Egypt is in Africa. Okay, but what these people do is, okay, they come to you and say, oh, but Egypt, they basically teach you Egypt is in Asia. Okay. No, when I talk to you, the so-called New Testament is something when somebody comes preaching with the so-called New Testament, okay, he expects that his opposite already knows that Egypt is in Africa. Okay, he doesn't say all the time, oh, but you know also that Egypt is in Africa, right? No, it's the basement for everything if you can't understand. Okay, so really, really, you know, really they twist the scriptures to their own destruction, man. Okay, to their own destruction, like Paul already says, man. Shall we go into that? Let's go to 2 Peter. Second Peter 3:16, as also in all his epistles, speaking in them of these things in which are some things hard to be understood. Okay, Yahushua fulfilled the law, which doesn't mean that you don't have to keep it anymore, because if somebody is the end of something, basically it says nothing about you right there. Okay, he his person is the end of something, which means he fulfilled it all in a way where you can understand he is perfect, but it talks about him, not you. Okay, directly. But yeah, like it says here, it might be, if you read that and you are unlearned, it is hard for you to understand. Yeah, if you're unstable, it will be hard for you to understand. That is the case, which they are, that unlearned and unstable. What? Okay, unlearned and unstable rest, as they do also the other scriptures. Yeah, which other scriptures? Okay, like I said, there is a lot things in the Bible. Okay, what these people, if they abuse the law, okay, basically, you know, that is that is enough right there, man. Okay, you can't really abuse more than that, man, because if you have no fundament, guess what's left? Exactly. Guess what's left if you build a house on sand, man? Okay, if a storm comes, man. Exactly. Okay, really nothing will left, as they do also the other scriptures unto their own destruction. Okay, you see. Let's go to Matthew 7:24. 24. Therefore, let's read a little bit downwards. Okay, so therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew. Okay, which is these last days also. Okay, really, it's back then they had difficult times. It's not just now, but really this is really these last days are a different time, man. Okay, you have even more false teachers, false doctrines, even people calling themselves Messiah, calling themselves, oh, I am Yahweh Shai and all that, I saw, even I saw a lot of people on the internet actually using the name Yahweh Shai. Okay, I am Yahweh Shai and all that, man. Okay. Anyway, floods came, yeah, come and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. And every one that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man which built his house upon the sand. Okay, so what is it that you build your house? That you build your house on on sand. Okay, upon the sand. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell, and yeah, like I said, and great was the fall of it. Yeah, if it's just the top of the building, okay, or the house, like it says in the scriptures, guess what? It's just the top, okay? It's maybe just the rooftop, for example, okay, which happens a lot, in this earth, that a wind comes and only the top or the rooftop of the house is destroyed, but the basement or um, the ground, basically still stands, okay? Which you still have something, okay? How you say in English, the cellar, yeah, bottom, basically. Yeah, still, you can still go in there. You can still, people have a garage sometimes, they have a car in it. It doesn't really matter, man. But you have still something, okay? So maybe you keep the law, but you don't got the prophecies right, okay? You think all nations can be saved and all that, basically nonsense, okay? It shows that you don't have teachers, okay? But guess what? Your basement, keeping the law, is still somewhat a basement, but in the end, you know, it's you can't expect Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai to really give you more knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Okay, if you really believe that, you know, keeping the law makes you righteous. Okay, which you will fail, and you will not get saved eventually, because you keeping the law, you are not Yahweh Shai, so you can't be the end of something. Okay, but Yahweh Shai is the end of something, which means he kept it perfect, but you can't keep it perfect. Okay, which shows you already that you still have to keep it. Okay, you still have to keep it, because you can't be made righteous to the law. Okay, because what does the book of Revelation, for example, also say? Okay, the book of life, nobody was able to open it. Okay, only the lamp of God was able to, it's because of him. Okay. Yeah, and let's go to Revelation 13 and 8. Rev 13:8. Real quick. Real quickle. Okay, and it shows you here. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of book of life of the Lamb, slain from the foundation of the world. Let's read the full chapter. Yeah, that talks about the Antichrist, which the Antichrist is, it's not just one man, it's a whole nation. Okay. Yeah, Revelation 5, 1. Read full chapter. Yeah, verse 3. And no man in heaven nor on earth, neither under the earth, was able to open the book, neither to look thereon. Okay, not even looking thereon. Okay. So what these people really do is, while they abuse the law, and don't you know that the law itself already says that, I believe at least 2 witnesses who basically despise the law of the Lord, okay, 2 or 3 witnesses, okay, is enough for you to die, okay? Just some random, fact besides that, okay? Besides all that. And no man in heaven nor in earth, neither under the earth, was able to open the book, neither to look thereon. Verse 4, and I wept much because no man was found worthy to open. Okay, you a man, okay? And to read the book, neither to look thereon. And one of the elders said unto me, wept not. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, had prevailed to open the book. Okay, so he's the only one that prevailed, that basically kept the law of his father, which is our old father, perfect. Okay, so if you can't keep it perfect, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua technically can kill you for keeping the law. Just because you keep it, he can kill you because you can't keep it perfect. Okay? Prevail to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof. Okay? Which Paul already said, some understand as if you don't even have to try it. No, you have to try to keep it, but with the consciousness that you will not be like Yahweh Shai. And I can repeat it, but I don't have to. Really what I want to say is, okay, you keep it with the consciousness of, it doesn't matter how good you keep it, Yahweh Shai kept it better, okay, because he even knows how he really, how his father, which is our old father again, okay, how he really means certain things, okay, like for example that one example with the ox that falls into the water, basically. Okay, even when it's Sabbath, okay, even when it's Sabbath, you take him out there because you don't want to kill that ox, not saying just because it's Sabbath, yeah, but just, what is a Sabbath day compared to, basically he made an example. I don't know how to explain it, because he already explained it to you, man. Luke 14:5, for example, okay? Real quick, and then we go back. Okay, but real quick. Luke 14:5. Real quick. And answered them, saying, which of you shall have an ass or an ox fallen into a pit, and will not straightway pull him out on the Sabbath day? Yeah, and these hypocrites, man. Okay, they confuse and twist basically everything. Okay? And Yahweh Shai also, he never talked bad about the law. In no way. Okay? Verse 6, and I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne and of the 4 beasts, and in the midst of the elders stood a lamb as it had been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of God sent forth into all the earth. Verse 7, and he came and took the book out of the right hand of him that sat upon the throne. And when he had taken the book, the 4 beasts and 24 elders fell down before the lamb, having every one of them harps and golden wheels full of, how you say that? Yeah, Salakia. If I pronounce that not properly, were also full of, yeah, that's real quick.
vials full of odors, which are the prayers of
Yeah. Is it not what I said? Vials full of odors, which are the prayers of the saints. And they sung a new song, saying, Thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof, for thou wast slain and hast redeemed us to God by the blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation, and hast made us. And there you have also the proof for, that Jake has been scattered into the four winds of the earth, which means, okay, it's not that all nations can be saved. Okay, it's just the Israelites that are in these nations that were scattered into these nations, looking like these nations nowadays, even in some cases. Okay, you have a lot of people out there being Israelites, more than you might even believe. But that doesn't mean, okay, that everybody is an Israelite. Okay, and that also doesn't mean that all nations can be saved, and that also doesn't mean that all nations are somehow extinct. Okay, I don't know, man. These people have a lot of imaginations, man. Okay. And has made us unto our God kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth. And I beheld, verse 11, and I heard the voice of many angels while about the throne, and the beast and the elders, and the number of them was 10,000 times 10,000, and thousands of thousands, saying with a loud voice, Worthy is the Lamb that was slain to receive power, and riches, and wisdom, and strength, and honor, and glory, and blessing. And every creature which is in heaven, and on earth, and under the earth, and under the earth, and such are in the sea, and all that are in them, heard I saying, Blessing, and honor, and glory, and power, and be unto him that sitteth upon the throne, and unto the Lamb forever and ever. And the four beasts said, Amen. Okay, and the 420 elders fell down and worshipped him that lived forever and ever. Yeah, calm, man. I just was, I just read it real quick to the end. Yeah, so, this shows you, or this should show you at least, okay, that, it's only Yahushai, okay, to him we are actually not punished. For example, if you have a sin unto death, if we was living back then, okay, you would get stoned, for example, for certain sins. You will get banned from the the whole Israelite what is it, yeah, from the people, when we were all together, basically, for example. Okay, not where you have already kind of like more cities, more in the if you will, camps. Okay, and when we came out of Egypt, for example, okay, we were all at one place. And yeah, okay, and today, if you have a sin to death, for example, or it's not treated the proper way, okay, if you will. So how is that possible? Okay, so that shows you that it all was prophecy in the end. Okay, because the law will be in place soon again when the kingdom comes. So that means that everything will be in order again. Okay, and yeah, until then we have Yahushai that basically, if you sin, you pray, and if you have faith, and if you keep the commandments, okay, but let me say it like that, if you're in the truth, okay, then he will forgive you eventually. Okay, and that is only possible to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. Okay, and what these Christians are doing is basically they make themselves also Yahushai, because they really believe that they are righteous already. They are righteous already. They have basically glasses of flowers, like really naive people, man. Okay, they think they're righteous first and foremost. Then they think, you know, really they can look on the book of life, right? That's really what they're saying, right? But that's not how it is. Okay. If you don't even try to be righteous, how can you be righteous? Okay, but if you try to be righteous, eventually you will be made righteous to somebody who has the saying if you're righteous or not. Okay, because like I said, technically we all have we all have would be dead right now, first and foremost. Okay, because nobody is really born into this world without sin. Okay, and if you don't know, okay, Adam and Eve, which Adam was Yahushai. Okay, Yahushai later on, he's the reincarnation of Adam. And really, if you can't, if you don't know, okay, then then you maybe want to read Genesis again, because Adam and Eve were kicked out of the Garden of Eden. And guess what happened then? Exactly. Okay, man is not really what it was in the first place from there on. Okay, anymore. Okay, you are born with sin now. Okay. Anyway, man, I'm really, really not getting tired to explain these things. But really, you have to start from verse 1 in chapter 1 for these people out there, man. Okay? Something so obvious is so the harder to see for them, man. Anyway. Anyway, man. Let's go to Hebrews 10:26. Hebrews 10:26. For if we sin willfully after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no sacrifice for sin. Yeah, really I want to read 27 and 28 also. But a certain fearful looking for of judgment and fury, indignation, which shall devour the adversaries, he that despiseth Moses' law, died without mercy under 2 or 3 witnesses. Yeah, and that is what I said. And that is something that he took out of what? Out of the law. So he repeated something out of the law because he thinks that he repeats it kind of like, it's like if I talk to somebody right now, okay, like I gave you that one bad example, and if I talk to somebody right now, okay, I expect that person to know already that Egypt is in Africa. I don't have to repeat it every last lesson that I do, okay, or every last, I don't know, okay, doesn't make sense, man, okay, or every last talk that we have, okay. They really expect they expect the so-called New Testament to have between every verse one verse that says, don't forget to keep the law of Moses, okay, like they say, of Moses, okay, because it's the law of Moses, right? If you I don't know, man. He that despised Moses' law died Salacha, did I say dies? No, it's okay. He that despised Moses' law died without mercy under 2 or 3 witnesses. Of how much sour punishment suppose ye shall he be dogged worthy who had trodden underfoot the Son of God, and had counted the blood of the covenant wherewith he was sanctified an unholy thing, and had done despite unto the Spirit of grace. Yeah, if you say, oh, I don't have to keep the law because, I'm perfect already, okay? For we know him that had said, vengeance belongeth unto me, I will recompense, said the Lord. And again, the Lord shall judge his people. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God, but call to remembrance the former days in which, after ye were illuminated, ye endured a great fight of afflictions, partly whilst ye were made a gazing stock, both by reproaches and afflictions, and partly whilst ye became companions of them that were so used. For ye had compassion of me in my bonds, and took joyfully the spoiling of your goods, knowing in yourselves that ye have in heaven a better and an enduring substance. Cast not away therefore your confidence, which had great recompense of reward, for ye have need of patience, that after you have done the will of God, which is to keep the law, and to prophesy against a kingdom, this last kingdom, which is basically it promotes sin. Okay, let me say it like that. It promotes sin, actually, even as it is something righteous. Okay, so you have to prophesy against that. There is no other way. Which means you say before, if you go into the word prophesy, so you have to say before it actually happens, which America will be destroyed, that it will be destroyed. Okay, and that sin will not prevail. That is what you have to prophesy, that you have to prophesy with also, tools that you have to use, for those who don't understand it better. For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come and will not tarry. Sorry, I forgot 36. Yeah. For ye have need of... Ye might receive the promise. Need of patience after you have done the will of... you might receive the promise. For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come and will not tarry. Now the just shall live. Yeah, and we actually seek the law, okay? We seek the kingdom because we know the law will be... people will keep the law in the kingdom. Scripture tells you that there shall no rain be in when they don't want to come to our feast, for example, okay, in their land, the Feast of Tabernacles. Okay, so that shows you that, the feasts will be in the kingdom and all that, man. So, it's actually a beautiful thing to think about the time where the law will be in place again, okay? And you will actually keep it perfect, because we will be changed in a way where you can really understand that you can't actually sin. Okay, so how beautiful is that, okay? You being in the kingdom, it's not just that our people keep the law, but also you can't even sin. You can't even keep it, imperfect, because our bodies will be perfect. Kind of like, if you can't understand, then just see it that way, okay, that the law is written in our heart, so what we will do will be righteous. Okay, it's also a way where how you can understand. Verse 38, now the just shall live by faith, but if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him. Yeah, you believe by faith, okay, that even if you keep the law and you're not perfect in it, you know, you will still get saved because you tried your best. I know it sounds how it sounds, but Scripture says to you already that we shall not use our freedom to sin. Okay, but it shows you right there that we have some kind of freedom. And freedom, please not abuse that again. Okay, freedom doesn't mean you don't have to keep the law. Freedom just means, that it should show you that you can basically twist everything. Okay. Verse 39, but we are not of them who draw back unto perdition, but of them that believe to the saving of the soul. Yeah, man. And the only thing that really can save you, man, is to really, if the world looks in one direction, you look the complete opposite direction, man. There's no other way, man. Okay, because most people, that's also how we know that democracy, okay, democracy is an evil thing because most people are demons, okay, and if you have something like democracy, okay, it really doesn't make sense, okay, because like I said, most people are demons, man. So how can that be a good way to govern almost the whole world, man? Okay, you have Moab, the Chinese, they have a completely different system. Yeah, but still, you have, even that is some kind of democracy, technically. Anyway, I want to leave it here, I believe. Okay, so with that, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kadash. Okay, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Okay, and if you don't know, Paul was from the tribe of Benjamin. Okay, Banyaman. Okay, he was a Jew himself. And sometimes it appears a little bit as he is talking about the Jews in a way where, he is not one of them. But that's not the case. Like it says, that's why you have to go line upon line, precept upon precept, here a little, there a little. Okay, it wouldn't make sense. Okay, if he says on another verse that he himself is an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin. So these people, man. Okay, these people. Okay. Okay, and if I don't know something from the scriptures, then I study it again, okay? Then I look it up again, okay? But these people have different claims, different imaginations, and all that, and then, then you have people that actually don't study the Bible at all, and, they going into that. They believe every word, every last word that they say. Okay, and the scripture tells you the simple believe it every word. Okay. Can, man. And I'll leave it here, man. Okay, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem. Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem. Waka Kodash. Okay, Kodash. Kodash means holy, and Waka means spirit. Okay, so, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai bless you. Okay, Bawakatar. Okay, and Shalom.